Welcome back to another stock picking video. So in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the Plug Power stock, just having a little look into them and why I think it's a good investment if you're a long-term growth investor. Again, before we get into it, this isn't financial advice at all. This is just my personal opinion based upon my own research. As always, do your own research before you buy into stocks and don't just listen to some randomer off the internet. So with that out of the way, Plug Power, what exactly do they do? They're a provider of alternative energy technology focused on the design, development, commercialization and manufacture of hydrogen fuel cell systems used for the industrial off-road market and the stationary power market. The company's product line includes GenKey, GenDrive, GenFuel, GenCare and RelyOn. The fuel cell aims to have zero-emission products. Plug Power fuel cells are economically viable, sustainable power solutions, solving important business challenges by providing enhanced productivity and uptime. As well as that, they're looking to also build a clean hydrogen economy with hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen fuel plays an important role in the quest for sustainable, efficient energy solutions in the global move to electrification of everything. So this is a really good sign. So obviously with the day and age now, we're looking at more alternative energy sources, moving away from the old gas and oil ways of doing things. It's really harmful for the planet. So the main key word there is zero emissions. So zero carbon output to effectively damage the planet even more than it already is the planet. So which is why these type of companies are growing so rapidly at the moment. A quick look into the share price now of Plug Power over the last 3 months or so. We can see volume of trades obviously at the bottom and the actual share price on the top. So the highest point we got to of this stock was $75 mark. That was around early 2021. But since then you can see a lot of red. We saw a lot of drop-offs. The volume of number of trades were down in this stock as well. Not by too much. Obviously, when it got to around this mark here, we can see the most people was buying this stock, over 153 million in trading volume on that day where it reached its height. But since then, we sort of see that around this mark, a lot less trades, and it doesn't coincide. It coincides with the stock price falling as well. Whether we'll see it get back up to the $70 mark anytime soon, we'll just have to wait and see. But since around here, we've seen quite a bit of a pullback, and it's gone from the $38 mark back up to the $46 mark. So we've not the same amount of trades also, so not as many people are buying it. But I do think it, with the price being so low, more people probably will look at this stock and see it as a buy if they do their own research and see where this company is headed in the future. So right now, I do think this sort of signal here is a good sign for the stock, and I do believe that it could reach back up to the $70 mark in the next coming months. So if you see the price that you like, don't hesitate on buying it. I'm not saying that you should buy at this price. Obviously, you do your own research, but looking at the graph, I do think this little pullback here, as we can see, is a good sign for the coming months. I'll look into a little bit of news now. So this was an article from the 1st of March. Plug Power stock jumps after JP Morgan says it's a good time to buy. A JP Morgan analyst, Paul Costa, recently said, "The volatility in this stock has provided an opportunity to buy an attractively priced stock ahead of large new pedestal customer win." Paul Costa says that it appeals to investors looking for exposure into growth and renewable energy, particularly hydrogen, as he expects the company to announce at least one additional pedestal customer, probably in Europe, in the coming months. Plug Power also recently announced that they have plans to build North America's largest green hydrogen generation plant to serve the Northeast, using hydrogen power to make the hydrogen. It separately said that the expanding partnership with hydrogen aviation company Universal Hydrogen, which want to retrofit existing regional airplanes with hydrogen electric powertrains. So again, this is a big sign, having a big, massive green hydrogen plant, obviously in a big part of the North America, is a really good thing. Again, the more of these sort of plants you can get out there, the better. So enough with the news out of the way and more of what they do. We'll take a bit more of a technical look into things now. I like to look at ownership breakdown of companies. So as we can see now, who actually does own Plug Power. So the general public do have a majority of the shares, but in this case, when general public have a majority of shares, I'm usually quite worried. But in this case, it's only just the majority, just over half really. So general public own 53% of this company stock. Institutions own 45.8%, with individual investors and state or government owning just 0.5% and 0.009%. So the fact that institutions have quite a lot of shares in this company does also bode well It's not just retail investors like you or me buying into this company. So the top 25 shareholders of the company are BlackRock, Inc. and Vanguard. So they're two probably names that you know well, obviously. Two massive institutions, and obviously very reputable as well. So there's a few others on there who I'm not too sure about, but the main the big boys who own in this stock are BlackRock and Vanguard. So now I'll take a look at the analyst activity and what the top analysts on TipRank think of Plug Power. So as we can see, the average price target for this stock is $62.85 with a high estimate of $82 and a low estimate of $29. So as you can see, with it currently being at $46, the price target is obviously much higher than what it currently is. And an interesting fact, one of the top 25 analysts on TipRanks give this a buy at $78. So as you can see there, Amit Dayal, who's had a 57% success rate and is ranked number 9 as a analyst on this app. So out of 7,000 analysts, this person is ranked 9. He has a 57% success rate of picking stocks with good high returns. So out of 423 ratings, he had 239 which have been successful. Again, with analyst prices, you've got to sort of take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously, not always right, but following suit to what many other analysts have said, this stock definitely does look like an appealing buy with the current price, which is why I think now would be a good time to get back in, as it does look to be on the uptrend, getting back to around the $60+ mark.